This is episode 65 of the VR Gaming Podcast. I'm Justin, mame-fan on YouTube, and I'm here with Alex, virtual insider on YouTube. Alex, I'm
Hello.
dealing with a bunch of crazy kids today. You're a lucky man.
Am I?
Yeah,
Because I don't have crazy kids to deal
because
with.
I have 3 crazy kids in the house today, and hopefully their screaming won't be picked up on the recording. So.
Well, you need to stop beating them then.
Yeah, it's hard. You know,
Yeah.
when they get out of line, sometimes you gotta show them what's what. Just kidding. Anyway, we haven't played VR together in a long time. Like, there have been 2 Walkabout courses that have come out and we haven't played.
Do you know why that is?
Because I haven't said shit about. I haven't been like, hey, let's play.
Yeah, and obviously you've got someone else to play with now, so
That's
you don't
true.
give a shit.
But you didn't. You
got your
also.
girlfriend.
You also haven't brought it up. Did you just assume that? Oh, he's
That's
just
true.
gonna play with her.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we have been kind of lax in communication lately, like me, you, and Josh, because we usually play the 3 of us, or even Ivan if he's around. So yeah, we haven't had a proper play session for a while.
Yeah,
I've not played any of the new Walkabout stuff, which you've played all of it.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
I can play with you guys and Casey.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously that's not a problem.
Yeah, we did that before.
I'll have to get Claire to play with us because I've got 2 headsets and.
Oh,
she's
so
looking
like,
at me weird.
you have another you have another Quest 3, or you mean the PSVR 2?
Well, I've got the Quest. For some reason, I own it on the Quest, which I don't understand how, because I never bought it on the Quest. But I own the game on the Quest natively, and I've got it on Steam, so I could technically have my PSVR 2, and then she can play on the Quest in another room or something. But
Okay.
I don't. From the look she gave me, I think that's a no. She's not bothered. She's not into gaming. So.
Yeah, that's a typical
woman.
typical woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Get back in kitchen. Put kettle on.
Yeah. All right, so should we get to the games we've been playing? Have you really only played 2? What, are you hearing shit from your girlfriend?
Yeah, she's just ignore her. She's mouthing off. Yeah, I haven't actually. I played some of the other stuff you've got on your list, but
okay.
I played it for such a short time. I'll talk about it, but they weren't my thing. So.
Okay. So let me look at OBS. The first game is Besiege VR, and we got keys from the developer for this, so thank you to them. And I have Besiege on Steam, but I've never played it. But once I heard there's a VR version, I was like, all right, I have to play this. And did you play this at all?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a medieval kind of physics simulation, building a vehicle, and you can put cannons and flamethrowers and rockets and whatever on it. I was actually surprised at how many things they had unlocked that you could build from the beginning. And it starts you out with this tutorial. This is somebody else's video. I'm just gonna go forward. There's a tutorial where they teach you how to build and how to do everything. I was a little confused. The controls were a little weird at first, but I got used to it. What did you think about the controls and building and all that? Were you a little confused about how to make it drive?
It is a little bit. I mean, it does explain it relatively well. But it's one of those games that's quite complex, so there's a lot you can do in this game. And it does feel like it shows you the basics and then just kind of throws you in at the deep end a little bit, which can feel a little bit overwhelming. Like I was expecting it to kind of gradually... Because it basically gives you like this cart thing, and you put a cannon on it or something, and then you have one where you just put a wheel and something on it, and then it's like, now just build something. Like it don't really like. It's just like, here's an empty box, build whatever you want. And it was at that point I was like, wow, okay. Where do I even start?
Yeah.
I would have preferred it if it was a bit more gradual in terms of it gave me something to start from, earlier on, and then maybe later it was like, okay, now just do whatever you want. But it didn't do that.
In this video, I'm noticing that this person used the metal bracing. Did you think to do that? I just built a vehicle with the wood, and then, yeah, often it would fire the cannons, and then the vehicle would just explode from all the propulsion, all the force of it, I guess. Did you use that metal
Yeah.
bracing stuff?
No.
Okay.
No.
You see how he has, like,
That's what I mean. It's
metal
like
on the
because you have
sides?
to build these machines that literally like function. It's kind
Yeah.
of like engineering. You've got to engineer these things. It's not. It's not even. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not even like it's a basic thing. It feels like you have to build a full-on contraption from scratch really early on in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. And then it'll be like, kill this percent of people, or this percent of sheep, or destroy this percent of the tower. And it's just like, it seems, I mean, so far it seems like you just do this one little task and then you go to the next level. I don't know if there are levels where you have like a whole siege and it's like a battle. Maybe later on in the game.
Maybe I didn't get
Did
that
you get to
far.
that?
So I
Yeah. Did you get to the, like this monolith thing that was shooting lasers? It was kind of high up.
no, no, I didn't get to that.
That was where I was like, really like, I don't know how to get to this thing because you can't angle the cannons or anything. They just shoot straight out. And I ended up attaching a bunch of balloons to my vehicle and floating it up in the air. And then I just, you time it. Like, you shoot the cannons with the right trigger, like whenever you want it. And it's only a one-shot deal. And I put 35 cannons on my vehicle
Wow.
and waited for it to line up with that monolith thing, and just like boom, and just knocked it out. But of course, it destroyed my entire vehicle also. But it doesn't matter, if you
As
accomplish
long as
what
you
the
do
goal
the
is.
objective, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then once you go to the next like level, your vehicle is back. You don't have to rebuild it, luckily. And where did I get? I got to a part where I think there were multiple kind of higher up things, and I was kind of like, I played for like an hour, I think, and then I was like, all right, I'll get back to this game because I had other stuff I had to play, but I will go back to this. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get as far anywhere near as far as you. The main problem for me is like I'm working long hours, and then because I'm using my brain so much for work, the
Yeah.
last thing I want to do is when I jump into a VR game is then have to like think about constructing a thing. So it's a game I want to come back to, but
Mm-hmm.
for me at the moment it was making my brain hurt just having to think about like designing these things, which is
Now I'm
why I was a little
curious.
bit like, oh,
I'm curious about your work now because at my work, I don't have to use my brain at all. What do you have to do with your brain? Like, what taxes your brain at work?
what do I have to do with my brain? That's a good
Yeah.
question. Yeah, just obviously I'm playing games, but I'm having to think about like games from a different perspective.
Uh-huh.
I'm having to make spreadsheets and like analyze weapons and stuff. It's just there's a lot of thinking.
Okay. You doing a lot of math when you analyze that stuff or something?
No,
Okay.
no, I can't do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't either.
I'm not very good at that.
Yeah.
I tried doing like programming and stuff once, and it was like, okay, yeah, this is not suitable for my brain.
I learned the same thing. Yeah. I was just
I
like,
thought
all
you did
right.
something along those lines
I don't do
for work.
programming at
Do
all.
you?
No, I do
All right.
cybersecurity. Now, if you're somebody who's into computers, but you don't know how to programming or you suck at it like me, cybersecurity is a great way to go because you can make good
Okay.
money with zero programming knowledge. And the
That sounds
job,
good.
it's easy, but it's boring as hell. It's very boring.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess that's the trade-off. If you don't have to engage your brain for work, then you kind of
yeah.
it can be boring work.
So yeah, the type of work
But
I
yeah,
do is compliance. It's federal compliance. So just making sure these
right.
information systems comply with all of these security guidelines. and I just have to
Right.
go like one by one through. Does it meet this? Does it
Oh,
meet the? And it's
yeah, that
terrible.
sounds boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to do that type of work, you have to have like security clearance, and you have to have all these certifications. So it's all these barriers that kind of make it hard for a lot of people to get in. So that's the only reason it pays pretty well.
Yeah.
Um, so if you want to sell your soul for money, go into cybersecurity, federal
Okay.
cybersecurity. All right.
That's good advice.
Next game. Well, you've been playing Alien Rogue Incursion. This is my
Yeah.
my video.
Well, what I mean, I talked about it before. I'm not going to go into much detail because I've not played much really compared to what I played before. But I was talking about it before with the PC version where I was just having some major problems with performance,
Mm-hmm.
and I just couldn't get it to run right. It was just stuttering and lagging to the point where it was like almost 0 frames for multiple times. Like it felt almost like when you go to another area and it loads or something, or
Mm-hmm.
it would just like really lag, and
Yeah.
just general performance was bad, and the game didn't really look as good as I wanted it to. So then I decided in the end I just gave up on it. I was trying with a bunch of shit, couldn't get it to work. So then I ended up buying the PSVR 2 version
Mm-hmm.
because I heard that was like the best version of the game, and I agree. Like it's actually, for some reason, I think it uses it uses the eye tracking and the dynamic foveated rendering, and it looks better than the PC version for how I was running at.
Mm-hmm.
It runs really nice. Like it's running like 60 reprojected, I think, but I barely notice it because I don't really smooth turn or anything. So to me, it like looks way better. It plays way better. You've got obviously adaptive triggers, headset rumble, all the extra features. It's like it's the best version of the game,
Hmm.
and it was on sale for like half price. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. Jumped in, and I was really surprised. Like, I was really surprised how good it
When
looked
when an
in
alien
the
attacks
headset.
you, does your headset rumble?
I think yeah, I think it rumbles when you get hit.
Hmm.
Obviously, like the haptics are way better on the PSVR 2. Yeah, this game's hard though. Like,
Oh yeah, it's hard.
I th- yeah, I've been playing on the regular difficulty, and I think the mistake I've been making is like when because the pulse rifle's got like 99 bullets in a magazine or something
Yeah.
crazy. But what I would end up doing is I'd get an alien coming to attack me, I'd kill it, and then I'd reload,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd still have like 60 bullets left in my magazine, thinking that they would just get added back in, but they don't. So then I was losing 60, bullets per bloody magazine.
Hmm.
So then I've ended up getting to a point now where I'm literally almost out of ammo, apart from my revolver, and I've got to a point. I don't know if it's like if the aliens are like random or something. I'm not sure because I've played it before on PC, and the spawn feels different. Like the aliens don't always come from the same place, and sometimes there's two of them instead of one, and that
Mm-hmm.
makes it like even harder. So yeah, I'm struggling a bit where I am now to the point where I've turned it down to easy just to see if I can get past this bit. Um, but I'm curious to see on easy how it is because I've heard that the aliens they're easier to kill, but also they don't like they're not as aggressive and stuff as well. So because the aliens are pretty like they'll come for you pretty quick.
Yeah,
They don't mess
definitely.
around. They'll
Yeah.
jump. Well, in the footage we've got now, like it's jumping across gaps and it's coming straight for you. It's the AI is really well done in this game. I will
Yeah.
say that. Like the animations, the aliens, they've done a really good job with the aliens. Like the way that they move, the way that they can traverse the environment, and they can come from all sorts of different directions. Like they can come from vents from above. Like there was a section where you could tell that they were going to come because the music was getting really tense, and I was stood and I was looking at this window that was open, thinking it was going to come there, and then it popped out from somewhere else, and so this game's like really quite tense. Like I feel like I'm really tense when I'm playing this game. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, I died. Right here, I died. I died a lot in this game. There were parts where I had to. There were some parts where I had to repeat it. I don't know, maybe 10, 20 times. There were some parts that were so hard.
Yeah.
Um, and I enjoyed it the whole time. But yeah, I did have those performance problems you were talking about. There were, and even in this video, you can tell like the frame rate isn't fantastic.
Yeah, and you're running a 1490. It's like
Yeah,
insane. I don't understand why it's so bad on PC, but yeah, somehow it runs really nicely on the PSVR 2.
I was
But
using
yeah, it's one of those
that
things.
TSR anti-aliasing, and I think that might have made it even worse. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
tried TSR, but it wouldn't run. Like it was really really bad with TSR on, so
Yeah,
with it
yeah,
off. But the game just never looks right neither. Like even like I couldn't run more than zero point 0.9 super sampling in the game, and I just couldn't get it to look good. It was always a little bit like blurry, a little bit grainy. It never quite looked
yeah,
clean and sharp. But yeah,
yeah.
in PSVR 2, it looks really nice and clear and sharp. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know why it's so different.
Maybe they put more effort into that version to get it through the PlayStation approval
Maybe
process or something.
it could be like because I've seen some results. With the new, if someone's made some drivers for the PSVR 2 on PC now, where you can actually use the eye tracking and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
And I've seen some results for the like dynamic foveated rendering with the eye tracking, and
yeah,
like it makes a massive difference to the performance.
yeah,
Like you can really gain a lot of performance by using it, but obviously most games don't support it on PC. That's the problem.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so I can imagine that's definitely helping a massive amount with this game, and all the other games like obviously Resident Evil 4 and Gran Turismo 7 and stuff. Like they're graphically intense games, but they still look pretty good in the headset. So it definitely helps.
So where are you in this game now?
I'm actually not much further back past this video. What you've got, like,
Okay.
I got outside trying to get across the map because this game's kind of like it's not open world or anything, but you do have to use your map a lot to like weave and go through the buildings and things.
Hmm.
So I was trying to get across like where these containers are, where you are now in the video,
Yeah.
and that's when I got like two xenomorphs came at me at once, and I only had my revolver. And then I killed one of them, but then I trying to reload while you've got one of these things coming at you is hectic, and I just died, and I've not been back to it. That's when I was like, okay, I'm going to turn it down to easy, and maybe I'll restart from the beginning because I'm not that far in, and just not waste so much ammo. But yeah, it's just really intense. Like I feel on edge all the time in this game, and I was originally playing it because they added a mode where you can, when your tracker is on your arm,
Hmm.
by default it beeps even if you're not holding it, so you can
Yeah.
still tell when something's coming. And there's a mode where you can turn that off, so you have to be holding it for it to work. I
Yeah.
was like, you know what, I can't handle this. This is too much. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn it back
You
on so
turned it
it's on
back
all the
on.
time. Cause yeah, I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
this is
This
because
game's too hard.
that's
I definitely needed that beep to let me know to prepare me.
yeah, yeah. Because as soon as you hear that beep, you're like, okay, let me get this thing out, see where it's coming from. Then you get yourself into a corner, you get yourself ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a really good game. It's just hard and intense, so it makes it's a game that I play for a little bit, and I'm like, oh man, I need a break from this thing.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
And a lot of the bad reviews are because they waited till the last second to tell us that this is a part one of two.
Which we've talked about it before, but I think that's
Yeah, yeah, we talked
stupid.
about it before. Yeah.
Because it has an
All right.
ending, well, like some sort of ending or whatever. But
Oh, yeah, it has an
yeah,
ending, and it's like a cliffhanger kind of thing, and
yeah.
you'll kind of be like, huh? You'll be confused by it. I think I was.
But it's releasing flat, so I think that'll help
Yeah.
them get a lot more sales, and then I don't care if they release stuff like this flat. In fact, I don't care like if they release it flat as well as VR at the same time. It doesn't bother me
Yeah.
because it just means more sales and we get more games. So.
Yeah. All right, I'll go to the next one, which is Echo Wars Road Rage. This is in
Oh, I
early
saw this.
access, and I think it was like $11.99 or something. Ivanovich, this is Ivanovich Games. They've given me some free keys before, but I decided to buy this. So like they did Operation Warcade, which I liked. They did Pang Man. They did touring carts and a bunch of others. I think one of the last games they did was like instead of Outrun, it was called In Run, and I thought that one looked really bad, so I didn't even try it.
They did that
And
one that was like a 1942, but it was
oh
called
yeah,
something else. What was it?
yeah, I think it's called
Top
1976.
down thing.
And then they came
Yeah.
out with 2076, a futuristic like I think
Oh yeah.
that was side scrolling though, the 2076 one.
Right.
Yeah, I like 1976 a lot. This game I do not like, I have to say.
No, it looks
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. So this isn't my video. Let's get it to where the person's actually playing. So basically, in Operation Warcade, if you ever played that, you're like playing an arcade game like Operation Wolf, and then sometimes you'll hit these targets that'll like take you into a first person mode, and some of them would take you into like you're driving a vehicle and you're shooting while driving the vehicle. So this whole game feels like it's one of those first person modes from inside of Operation Warcade. Like he just kind of
Right.
like said, "Oh, let me turn that into a game." But in Operation Warcade, those just lasted for like 10 seconds or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where and like it's just I don't know if you can tell from the video, it's really slow. Like you're just
Yeah.
slowly.
It's slow.
This is full speed. You're just slowly moving around, and your left hand is on the steering wheel, and your right hand has the gun. And I was looking on the Steam page, and I was in the Steam discussions in 2022, saying, "Oh, this inspired by Lucky and Wild? That's an arcade game where one person has a steering wheel and the other person has a gun." And I think the developer said, "Yeah, it did inspire it." I don't know if like it was announced back in 2022 or if they had a demo back then or what. But so with the steering wheel, your left hand has to be at the top of the steering wheel, which I thought like it locks it there, which I thought was kind of weird because like when I drive, I like to have my hand toward the bottom of the steering wheel. I don't know how you
Yeah.
drive, but I kind of like to drive relaxed. And I wanted the ability to be able to put my hand on the wheel wherever I wanted. But no, you have to have the wheel at the top, your hand at the top. Or you can choose to use the analog stick instead. But it's one or the other. You can't do, like while you're playing, you can't switch to analog. You have to choose before the level that you're going to use the analog stick or you're going to use the virtual wheel.
Why not both at the same time? Like
I
just let you
don't,
choose while you're
yeah, I don't
playing.
know why. There's no reason that I can think of. And, like I said, it's slow. It uses a lot of the same sound effects from Operation Warcade. So like when you would get a power up in that game, it would say like gravity gun or like
Yeah.
bullet time. It did the same exact voice. But I like Operation Warcade a lot more. It's
I don't know
slow.
why
It's kind of
they didn't
it's
just make
kind
a
of
sequel to that.
yeah. Make a sequel to that. This is slow and janky and not fun. And it feels like to me a very early VR game. And so I beat the first level, then I got to the second level. The second level final boss is this really big giant, almost like a boss in Behemoth, but
Right.
and it has these like flashing points on its body that you have to hit. It's so hard to tell which one's flashing and where you need to shoot. I just kept dying. I kept trying and dying, kept trying and dying. And then I talked to Fluke, and he said he had the same issue with that boss. Like, that he needs to fix it. But of course, Fluke had, like, he's number one on the leaderboard, of course. It says recentered
Obviously.
on all the leaderboards. But even despite that, he said this game's like way too hard. There's like an easy, a medium, and like normal and hard mode. To get past that second
Yeah.
boss, I had to put it on easy. I couldn't figure out how to survive any other way. I don't even know how I beat it. So that needs work. And then I got to level 3, and then I still was like, yeah, I don't like this at all. I got to the boss of the level 3 and I died, and then it brought me back to the beginning of the level, and I was like, all right, I'm done. This is going to be a refund. So I'm sorry to Ivanovic, but this is, I like your other games, but this game does not do it for me. So we'll go to the next one. I was surprised by this. You've been playing Audio Trip?
Yeah.
Like,
Not to be confused with Audio Shield.
Isn't this like an old game?
It is an older game. There's a reason I'm playing this game. It's because Impact Reality are publishing the PSVR 2 version, so I'm playing it with work.
Oh, okay.
And normally I wouldn't talk about stuff that I'm playing like with work because obviously I'm biased, but I've just been enjoying this game so much. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to talk about it because it's actually a really good game.
Okay. I've never played it. It's one of those.
No, I think the problem is that because I never even heard of it until we like took it on, and it's been out on the Steam and Quest for a while. I think the problem is that it's just too it looks too generic compared to the other rhythm games that are out there. Like it looks like Synth Riders.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I was thinking, what's the difference between this and Synth Riders?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Synth Riders, and also it looks like audio. At first, I thought it was Audio Shield, and I was like, oh, it's not Audio Shield, it's Audio Trip. So it's not quite got its own identity in terms of like the marketing side of things.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say is like, I mean, what did you think? Have you played Synth Riders before?
Yeah, I liked Synth Riders, but I've only played it. I liked it. Like it made me feel things, like emotions and shit while I was playing it. But I only played it twice. Like I just don't really feel like going back to it.
Because I tried Synth Riders a while ago and it was all right, but I just felt like I think the thing is with that Beat Saber is I always felt like I enjoyed the movements how you just slashing and you're moving, whereas with Synth Riders you're more just like placing your hands and just like following these orbs. You don't feel like you really have to like do any fast movements with your hands.
Yeah.
So what I liked about this one was that it does the same thing as Synth Riders, where you have to like put your hands in certain places, and then you've got like the slide things where you've got to follow the like tubes around and stuff. But it's also got some where you've got to like hit them. So like you'll have to hit them at a certain angle. You've got to like drum ones where you have to smash down and hit them. So it's just that combination. And then on top of that, it's got like these walls, these red walls, and they'll be from different angles where you have to move like your body to avoid them. I've been trying to move my head by being lazy, but you really have to like move quite a lot. And it just ends up like combining it all together with the really good maps of the like the beat maps of the songs, and the fact that it's got some really good licensed music. I've just been having a really good time with it. Like you feel like you're literally dancing to the music. It's got actual good music that I enjoy. There's a lot of dance music, which is probably not your sort of thing, but they've got like Skrillex, they've got Deadmau5, they've got like Satisfaction. Was it Benny Bassi or whatever his name was? Song. They've got Gangnam Style in there. There's like loads and loads of good tracks, like well known. Some of them like I weren't sure what they were, and then as soon as you play, I'm like, oh, I know this song. This is actually a good song. And then you play in it, and you move in, and you feel like you're dancing to the music, and it's got a really good campaign as well, where you've got a beginner, regular, and expert, which are the difficulty modes. But then each campaign's different, where it'll be different songs in different order with different challenges. Like some of them you'll need to do, like you haven't got any orbs on your hands, like you literally can't see where your hands are, so you have to like just figure out where to put your hands, or you have to get a certain multiplier, or you have to like your hands will be smaller, so it's harder for you. So they've done a really good job of just making it interesting to play through the different songs and unlock new songs, and it's just really enjoyable. Obviously I am biased because I'm doing it for work, and it's the company I work for literally publishing this, but I just think it's a really good game, and it's actually I used to think, oh, I really don't want to play any more rhythm games. I'm sick of rhythm games, but this one I've really enjoyed. Like this to me is, I think I actually prefer it to Beat Saber, not because Beat Saber's not as like Beat Saber's better, but for me the bass songs in Beat Saber were just I didn't really like them that much.
Yeah.
So this one's got like the songs I like, and it's got the combo of the movement I like, where it feels like you're actually moving to the music and dancing and stuff. It's good.
So
I really recommend it.
on Steam, it's very positive. It came out in December 2022. It says publisher Impact Inc. So Impact Inc. Did that get the publisher got changed on Steam recently, or has Impact
Yeah,
Inc.
because
existed?
no, that's a new thing.
Okay.
It already released before we got involved with it.
Yeah.
We've just been like helping them improve the game. There's some DLC that came out, which I've not really looked at what the DLC is, and we're releasing it on PSVR 2 soon. I don't know the date or anything, but so I'm testing the PSVR 2 version, which is what I'm doing for work. But it's genuinely like the other thing as well is like with Beat Saber. I don't know if with Synthesizer I never played it enough, but do you know like when you're playing the songs, like the environments, like with Beat Saber, they're all the same almost. Whereas with this, each level has its own set of like environment, which has been made specifically. Like if there's like a retro song, it's like you're in like a retro cool like pixelated environment, or you're going across like rooftops in like an open city, and so the environments are all diverse and they're made for each song, and they react to the music in time, and it's almost like a trippy experience as you're playing as well. It's really cool.
How do you distinguish between the ones that you don't have to hit and the ones that you do have to hit? What's the difference between them visually?
Visually, so like it's hard to say because this gameplay is so fast, but yeah, the ones that are like just normal triangles, they're just the ones that you just normally hit. Like, well, you don't even have to hit them. You just have to have your hand in the place where they are. And then you'll have some which are like round, like a drum. They're the ones that you have to hit down. And then you'll have some which are like triangles, but then they've got like they've got volume to them. You can see like stuff that's coming up, like
I see. I saw a yellow triangle that was also red.
It's got like a bit of red in it. Yeah, and they're the ones that you have to like hit at a certain angle and like as they come. Like when she's moving her hand like at an angle up, they're the ones that she's hitting on the video.
Okay.
I mean, she's doing like obviously the expert level there. Like this is like a crazy level, but even the beginner stuff. Another thing as well is like with Beat Saber and stuff, I always found like the easier ones felt kind of lame to play because they felt like you weren't playing to the music. They were like out of beat because they just cut a lot of the notes out, so it never felt like it flowed with the music. Whereas even with the beginner stuff with this, they've done a good job of making the beat maps still feel like you're going with the flow of the music, but you just don't have to like move as much or be like, because it is quite difficult. Like the regular ones is still quite challenging. So, but the beginner's still good.
Okay, I added it to my wish list on Steam.
I mean, I might be able to get you a key, so I don't buy it just yet, but I'll see if I can get you a key.
Never mind. Don't let your boss.
I mean, you can buy it if you want.
Yeah, all right.
I'll try and get you one so you can talk about it on next month.
Okay, all right. I'll go to the next one. This was another free key. So thank you to this developer. It was Hidden Memories of the Gardens Between. And this video isn't working. Maybe I picked the wrong video. Let me see. Will this video work? It's not playing. Did you play it?
But the game?
Yeah, the game.
Yeah, played a bit of it. My feelings haven't really changed much since we played the demo. I also played this game flat for a while. I never finished it, but I played quite a lot of it, so that also might influence my feelings on it.
Okay.
Because I know that when it was advertised, it was showing like, is it like 40 VR specific levels? The problem is that you don't get access to those like immediately. So I'm not sure if those levels are better, like they're more VRified.
Mm-hmm.
But the levels that sorry, my cat's just doing something really weird. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, there's a spider on the door, so she's trying to catch it. Anyway, what was I saying? God, it distracted me.
Hidden memories of the hidden something of the,
oh yeah,
whatever.
see, we're both not doing a good job of talking about this.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this video issue right now.
Yeah, I think the problem I had with this game is that ultimately the gameplay revolves around you using the thumbstick to move yourself forwards or backwards, and then pressing buttons to interact with things, and that's literally it. That's basically the gameplay loop. There are VR interactions where you'll have like this little notebook, and you'll have to find objects in the world, and if you can then grab those objects and like then put them in your notebook, and then if you get all the objects, it creates like a little movie or scene or whatever you want to call it, which is connecting the story and like giving like some sort of backstory to these little kids that you're moving around. But that is basically it, and it just doesn't feel particularly engaging in VR to sit there and just use your thumbstick and press buttons and not really do much else.
Yeah, so in the trailer for this, they made I don't know if there's audio playing. Let me see. I'm on YouTube trying to get the video. Okay. In the trailer, they make it look like there's more that you actually do with your hands. But when I was playing, all I was really doing was doing the left and the right on the analog stick. And occasionally I would find an item in the world, and then I would put it in the scrapbook, and that was it. I didn't get to actually interact with anything. And I guess that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, that's literally... it's based. They haven't done anything to evolve the gameplay over what it was flat. And in VR, just being in this world and looking at the thing in 3D, it looks cool. I will say it. Like visually, it's pretty good. Like graphically, it's nice.
Yeah,
I like the scale of it. Like how it's like a little diorama. You can see like these little characters and this world that's directly in front of you. And as you do the left and right on the thumbstick, like your characters basically walk around. It's more almost like a spiral to the top. So then the world's kind of like turning in front of you. So it looks good, and it's well produced. Like the game it's very good quality. It's polished, and it's like it seems like I said, I've played it flat, and it's like a okay puzzle game. It's just as a VR game, it's just not very interesting.
Yeah. Now I have the trailer showing, if you can see, so you can actually see in the trailer they make it look like there's more you're doing. Like in the trailer, they show you painting and they show you sawing, and I never got to any of that stuff. I did get to the level with the saw, and like I never got to a point where I cut a piece of wood with the saw. But maybe I just never found the piece of wood that I needed to cut. I don't know.
Right. I'm reading the description. It says physically interactive puzzle elements unique to VR gameplay. Is that just you grabbing the stuff and putting it in the notepad? Because I didn't see anything other than that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's something I completely missed. But the gameplay of this is you're a boy and a girl, and the girl, basically all the girl can do is hold lanterns that will capture light, and the boy can do something like, what is it that the boy does? He can somehow allow like freeze time or something.
I think doesn't he create like some sort of orb inside another lantern that you can then, because you've got to get the object of the game is to get to the top, and you've got to the lantern that the girl can carry, you've got to get like this energy orb inside the lantern and get it to the top. That's basically the objective. But then as you walk around, there are things like there are plants and things that can steal it from you. Yeah. So you've got to try and figure out ways to like get around this. But all you can do is literally go left and right. Like there's no. That's all you can do.
You can't directly control the characters at all. They're a pre-animated thing, and that's kind of one of the weaknesses of it.
It's like you're rewinding time and fast. Like it's like you're going forwards and backwards in time, of an animation. It's like something that's already played, and you're just controlling the time, and then pressing a button to get the kids to do something. That's basically it.
But some of the puzzles do make you have to think a little bit. I got to a puzzle, you know, I mean, I beat a bunch of the puzzles, and then I got to one where I was like, I'm not sure what I need to do here, and that's where I stopped. I might go back to it. I'm not sure. And there was one with like
you put an hour into it. So
is that what it says on Steam?
More time into me. Yeah.
They were showing a level that had like a PlayStation and a TV and a controller, and you could pick up the controller, and that might have been something that went in the scrapbook. I can't remember. And you can do like, you could sort of play a game on the TV. There was stuff like that. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever played anything like it.
Yeah, I can definitely see like if you want to just sit down, chill, and just play a game that's not like active. You don't really have to do too much like physically. I can see a place for it where people would want to do that, but I think it's definitely you have to make it clear. Oh yeah, I'm watching it now, like the trailer, and he does like at least he looks like he's cutting something with his hands, like a saw and wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's because I'm sure it said somewhere that there's like VR specific puzzles that are only in the VR version of the game. So I'm wondering if like as you go through, like maybe there are levels that are more VRified. I don't know.
I did that level with the saw, and I didn't have to do any of that sawing of the wood.
Oh, weird.
So I don't. Unless that was the level I quit on, I don't remember. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like you said, I would recommend it if you want a chill game where you just sit there and you don't have to flail about.
Yeah.
You know.
Just understand that it's a flat game in design, like it's not a VR game. But you can play it in VR, so you're literally looking at everything in 3D, and which is, like I say, it looks good. It's a good. I think overall it's a good puzzle game if you want that. I just guess maybe because I've already played quite a bit of it before, it's not really holding my attention.
Okay, the next one is Elsewhere Electric. This had a trailer on one of those VR showcases, and I was interested because this is a 2-player game, and I was kind of hoping it was going to be like keep talking or everybody explodes. Is that what it was called? Keep talking before everybody explodes, or I don't remember.
One of those, yeah.
Yeah, one of those. So I got a free key for this. I don't know if you got a key also. Might have just, no. I think this was given to me through that game key service.
Oh yeah.
So one person is in the headset and one person is using an app on their phone. So you have to go to like the Play Store or whatever and download the Elsewhere Electric app. Then the person in the headset starts out kind of in the desert looking at this van. And the person in the app is seeing what's on the left in the video on YouTube right now. That's what they're seeing. It took us the longest time just figuring. I'm gonna fast forward through this a little bit. Let me see. Am I in the right place? Okay. Why are they not showing? Okay. It took us. This is the beginning part. It took us the longest time just to figure out what the game wanted. This video, they're just kind of skipping around, I guess. At the van, I don't know. We might have spent at least 15 minutes just trying to figure out what, because there's like no direction in the game. You're just, again, look at on the left. You just have this app with these symbols on it, and you don't know what any of it means. And the person looking at the van is like, I see a button with a hand on it, and I see this thing that I can stick my finger in, but it's not doing anything. And then the person in the app has to try to figure out what they need to do. So we got past the van, then the thing you're seeing in the video now, we got past this. Then we got into this this lit up room, and she pushed a button on the app, and it made me go down an elevator into a dark room, and you could barely see anything in the dark room, and we just could not. I'm gonna fast forward. We could not figure out. Okay, here's the dark room. We could not figure out what the game wanted us to do. She tried every button. Then we switched. She went in the headset and I went on the app. And I was like, holy shit, what is all this crap I'm looking at? And I couldn't figure it out. It's very cryptic and confusing with no direction. So we tried for at least 30 minutes, at least. And we both had no idea. So I don't know. I can't recommend it. It needs way more direction. Okay. I think it's on Steam. It's on Steam too. And there were some Steam reviews where the people said, "Yeah, this doesn't. I can't figure out what this game wants me to do." Like, look at all these symbols on that app.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, in the video, with the headset seeing, they're seeing these symbols. We weren't seeing these symbols. I have no idea what we were supposed to do here.
Right. Yeah, that's weird.
Like, I never even saw this green display or whatever they're looking at there. So thanks for the free key, but I don't think I'll be playing it again because it's just too cryptic. So I think that's it for that. Another game we've been playing a lot lately, Casey and I. This is Ancient Dungeon, and there was a mage update recently. So we've both been playing as mages. So you have a wand and a tome. I learned a tome is a book. So in your left hand, you have this book. See those spinning 3 orbs?
Yeah.
So at all times, you can just like throw orbs. You can throw them pretty fast. Like and they refill really fast. So you see how it's on the end of his wand, and you can throw it, and and you can see how that's the speed that they refill. So that's about how fast you can shoot with them. And so you know that I used to always like to use my crossbow, but now I prefer using this. And you can also
what's the secondary weapon.
Oh, you can do left trigger, and then it opens the book. And then inside the book, there will be like an orange ball and a blue ball and a green ball. The blue ball will do electricity. It'll be like this big electrical attack that'll be able to kill a lot of people. And then there's a fire attack for the orange one, and the green was like poison. We pretty much always use the electrical attack. And then also you can sweep your book, like swing your book, and it can hurt enemies and knock them back. So those are the 3 different ways you can attack. And we've been playing this game a lot. They've also, in recent updates, they added points of interest. So in each dungeon, you can find like completely unique looking areas. Like in this first level, which is called like the Overgrown Gatehouse, the point of interest there is called the Entangled Thicket, and it'll just have like tons of green growths, and there'll be unique enemies in there running around. They've updated. There's new augments that you can do to your weapons. The augments are you have to beat the game to get Beast Blood. Every time you beat the game, you get 1 Beast Blood. And you can use the Beast Blood to augment your weapons, and it's a permanent like upgrade to your weapons. And so the mage's weapons have their own augments, and then the crossbow has its own augments, and then the dagger and the regular sword have their own augments. They've added a bunch of new insight, and the insight board is where you can unlock these abilities and upgrades and stuff. And then they added new levels. There's 2 new levels now: the Noxious Sewer and the Luminous Depths. And the Noxious Sewer has like flies that'll attack you because they come out of like a hive or something of flies, and different like enemies, brand new enemies there. And then Luminous Depths has brand new enemies, and they have totally new bosses. I have over 40 hours in this game, so I mean, I love it. But this new
Yeah.
update seems like it's introduced a bunch of bugs. Because Casey and I have been playing together where multiple times where we couldn't progress. You know, it was just like a soft lock, basically and this happened to us before, you and I think, with Josh, like where she was stuck. She saw a wall and she couldn't keep going, and I didn't see the wall.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and we've been dealing with that a lot, and like a lot of things, like we're carrying fruit in our hands, and the fruit, we've put the fruit down for a second to go fight an enemy, and then it disappears. Because you have these wrist slots like in Half-Life Alyx where you can store stuff, but like if you find extra stuff, you want to carry it with you, but it'll disappear. And because of all these bugs, we said, all right, let's just wait for them to try to fix it, because we've been wanting to do New Game Plus, and so we beat it once, and then we started a New Game Plus, and then that's when we had a bug again, and she couldn't proceed, so we just had to abandon the run. We've been wanting to see how many times we can keep going through New Game Plus. So anyway, I love Ancient Dungeon. It's one of my favorite VR games, and so I recommend it. Even though it's a little buggy right now, if you're playing alone, you're probably not going to have bug issues. Maybe it was because we're playing 2-player. I don't know.
Yeah.
I talked
Is it
about
three?
Starship. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, is it 2-player or 3-player? We played 3 of us. Was it
Yeah,
4-player co-op? I can't remember.
it might be up to 4-player now.
I think they added an extra player, from what I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's a great game. I really like it.
Yeah, it is. Oh, this guy here is dropping down in the noxious sewer.
So, do you know
Which
these extra levels? Do you have to go through, like when you do a run? Do you have do you have to do those, or are they like a branching path sort of thing now, where you can choose which direction to go?
Yeah, it's a branching path. So yeah, once you beat the first level, you choose if you want to do noxious sewer or the infested dungeon. The infested dungeon is that reddish one.
Right.
And then when you
Cool.
beat that, you go to the library. You have to go to the library level. You see this map picture right here?
Yeah.
That shows how they're branching. That top level is the first level. Then you can either go to the noxious sewer or the infested dungeon. Then you have to go to the library. Then after the library, you choose if you want to go to the gloaming mines or the luminous depths. And then after those, you go to the beast cradle, which is the final level where you fight the final boss. And see all those question marks? All of those are points of interest. And we haven't unlocked them all yet. We've only seen, I don't know, we've seen maybe half of them. And we've been playing a lot. The only reason we stopped is the bugs.
Yeah.
And I talked about this last time, we beat Starship Troopers Continuum. So it's 6 levels. It had an underwhelming final boss and ending, unfortunately. It's kind of, I don't know. This made me, I had never seen Starship Troopers, only like bits and pieces of it. So I watched it.
You've never seen Starship Troopers?
I've never seen Starship Troopers. Yeah. So I feel like I had seen the ending before somehow, but just not like the whole movie. Because I remembered the scene with that big bug that sticks its sharp tentacle through the guy's head and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have it. It wasn't anything like that. It was not as cool. And like I said before, you have to do levels multiple times to level your character up before it will let you get to the next level, to the next mission or whatever. So we had to, these 6 levels, we had to play them at least 10 or 12 times. Not all of them, but like probably 10 or 12 times we had to play a mission to be able to beat the game.
Yeah.
And I liked it though.
Grindy.
We both liked it. And this beetle boss here was actually in the movie. So I thought that was cool.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. So this is some breaking news for you. You know, like all of this playing VR with Casey, like this is part of it. Like I've recently realized that I am in love with her.
Oh,
It has happened.
okay.
I didn't
Okay.
I didn't even
Uh,
know that was possible for me. Like after
I
my
didn't know
last relationship.
you were going to talk about this. Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
well, I haven't told you yet, so I'm just telling you now. Like
Oh,
she's amazing.
I thought you did tell me.
No, I told
Oh,
you
yeah.
we're like a couple now. We're boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay.
But I haven't
I mean,
told
she's
you
amazing.
like
She
yeah.
seems pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, how many women will play VR with you like happily? Like she's like, "Hey, let's go play Ancient Dungeon again." Or hey, let's go play
It's
some
true.
arcade games. She's over here playing arcade games with me and shit. Um she's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
she's exactly what you wanted. So,
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. So I just wanted to
congratulations.
break that news. Thank you. Thank you. Um I hope I didn't derail the podcast,
No, I just wasn't expecting you to
but
announce
you
your
were
love for
yeah,
Casey on the podcast.
yeah, yeah. Well, we were
It's
since
fine.
I
It's
was talking
cool.
about Ancient Dungeon and Starship Troopers, and we I'm sure we didn't feel much during Elsewhere Electric, um, but
No,
yeah, she's awesome. So
cool. I'm happy for you.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, after my last relationship, I didn't know if that was ever going to happen again, but
Yeah.
luckily, here. So like, I moved to this house. I went to 30 like about 30 different houses, and this is the house I picked. And her parents just happened to live across the street, and then our kids run into each other, of course, and they want to play. And that was like a year ago. And then a year of us hanging out through the kids, and then getting to know each other. And then she buys a Quest 3, and then on and on and on. And yeah, here we are. It's crazy.
I mean, it's fate.
It
Meant to
is.
be.
It is. It is. I used to not believe in that, but I don't know now.
I mean,
Okay.
it's what are the chances?
Yeah. Next game. Before I get too emotional, Escaping Wonderland. I beat this. You said you beat it. I looked
Yep.
on our times. It took me 3.9 hours. It took you 3.3 hours.
Yep.
I agreed that I think you said the time puzzle was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. It was a little strange. Did you think it was weird that some of there were these old ladies with big giant boobs, and some of them had manly voices? Did you understand what was going on there?
Yeah.
What
No,
was the
I
deal with
was
that?
really. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It was a bit weird. Um,
Yeah.
that was probably my favorite part of the game, though. It was cool. I liked it.
Yeah. And this, I mean, I guess they won't talk about the story. That would be a spoiler. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Um, I don't have much else to say
It's a
beyond.
solid sequel to the first game.
Yeah.
I liked it, and it's improved on it in every way. It's a good puzzle game overall. I liked it.
Yeah, the original might only be like an hour, whereas this one's
I
four
think it's like
hours.
2 hours maybe. Yeah,
2 hours.
this
Okay.
is probably like twice as long. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go to the next one. Is we played Casey and I played Walkabout Tokyo, and this is the first one where we stayed very competitive the whole time, like where she would have a little lead and then I would have a little lead and then we'd be tied and then me and then her and then we'd be tied. So these I would say like the holes aren't that interesting. It's the environment that's more interesting because there's sushi and cats everywhere and capybaras that are in hot tubs and a metro going around, and there's this sushi place on the conveyor belt. I don't know if capybaras are a big thing in Japan or what. but
No
for some
idea.
reason there are a bunch of capybaras in the hot tubs there. So it's a nice environment, but yeah, the holes aren't anything too memorable.
Yeah.
Like if you see there, it's just a standard kind of boring hole with just some like slight elevated sections. Um, and we did the hard level. I don't know. Do you ever do the hard level and then only do the just get the club? Don't even bother with the courses.
No, I
So
always do
that's
the course. Have you? Why did you do that?
yeah. We've been doing that. We've just been going to the hard levels and just getting the clubs and then leaving. And I didn't
Oh.
know until trying with her that I didn't know you could even do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got the club there. She and I played that previous one, which was like the Crystal Lair, but we didn't get that club. Uh,
Right.
yeah, I don't know. Uh, on this was one of the easiest hard ones ever because the things like the things you had to see were very obvious. Like you could just kind of like float up in the sky and you could see very obviously where you needed to go often. It was these
Right.
ghosts that were like stood out a lot from the environment. So you'd be like, oh, there it is, and not
All
really have
right.
to
So it
think
made it
think too
easy.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to play this in Crystal Lair.
Yeah. I need to catch up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this My Monsters was I think this was maybe shown during the VR showcase. And I thought it looked kind of cool. It looks like a quill drawing. I don't know if that's what they made this with.
It looks like that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like colorful quill graphics, and it has nice music, and it has this nice like female narration voice playing. Basically, this is a very very indie moss, is what this feels like to me. And you control that little blue guy with the colorful stuff on his back, and you can see he looks like kind of like his kind of like he's missing animation because he just kind of changes direction rapidly instead of
Yeah.
like
That was the
animating.
thing.
But
I, wa- I watched the trailer for this because I was like, oh, maybe I'll try it 'cause it's like a free demo. But the
yeah,
animations look really bad to me, like of the animals, the enemies, and your
yeah,
character just looked a bit janky.
yeah. The animation isn't very good. Like I like the environments and how colorful they are. The gameplay, yeah, you walk around and he has this like slash attack, and that's how you attack the enemies. And there's some minor puzzle stuff. It's like Moss, where you reach in and you will pull some blocks up or pull some blocks across.
All right,
So
so you
yeah,
can
it's
reach
just
in yourself.
yeah, you can reach in yourself and do stuff. Yeah. And there's some sort of mental health angle they're going with this. Like
Right.
they talk about anxiety and feelings and stuff.
Ugh. Who cares about that?
Yeah, yeah. But it wasn't bad. So
Okay. Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for the full
yeah,
game.
yeah, if you want a colorful, very indie moss like, here you go, My
The
Monsters.
demo
And
was only on Quest. I couldn't find it. Is it on Steam as well?
I think it's only on Quest. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then there was another demo that was only on Quest, Vex Mage. This might have been on the showcase too. I don't know. So first, what I did was I went to Steam and I installed Vex Mage Demo on Steam, thinking that had VR, and no, it just showed up as a flat screen game on my desktop in virtual desktop, and I was like, oh,
Right.
this looks like pretty high res, and then I was like, oh, there's no VR mode, so then I had to look it up. And I was like, oh, okay, though, the demo's only on the Quest store. So then I installed it on Quest, and I was like, "Woo, this is a definite resolution downgrade compared to what I'd seen in Steam."
Yeah.
But of course, that was in a window, not stretched to
Yeah.
my whole view, and it's going to be lower res looking. So what this game is you can move really fast, and you can like double jump and stuff, and you can shoot out of both hands. So you can shoot these projectiles like from your right hand or your left hand, and if you bring your hands together,
Yeah.
it'll do a more powerful attack. But unfortunately, I didn't know until I played it. This is just an arena game. You're just gonna be
Oh.
shooting at flying things in an arena. And that's about it. I'm going to fast forward. And I played this level and then a level after it. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm not interested in Vex Mage. Because this is all it
Yeah.
is. And it's funny. After playing this, I was thinking, like, well, instead of playing this, I should get that Hellsweeper VR game. Because, like, I played that demo and I thought it was okay. Like, it was better than
Yeah.
this. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, it's on sale and there's a bundle for 9 something. So I bought it. So
Oh,
we'll
you
see if
bought
I
Health.
play that. Yeah, I bought
Well, that's got
Hellsweeper.
co-op, is it? No.
Yeah, that has co-op.
Oh,
But it's
maybe I need to get
probably
that.
not. Yeah, I could play with you. It's probably not cross-platform with Quest. Probably not. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I can maybe grab it and let's see if it's on sale still.
There was
Yeah,
a
we
there was a
could play with.
bundle where if you had Sirento, you could get Hellsweeper for 9 something.
Oh, I don't know if I've even bought. I think I bought Sorrento on the. I don't know. I'll have to have a look.
Most people bought
Hell,
Sirento a long time ago.
I think I did buy it. I wasn't underwhelmed by it though. Like everyone was saying how amazing it was, and then
Oh, Sirento?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think I
what's
played
it
that
called again?
once.
The game you bought. What's it
This
called? Hell
game, oh, Hellsweeper VR?
Hell Sweeper. That's it.
Yeah. And if you scroll down on Steam, there's a bundle for 9. Of course, it's going to say pounds for you, whatever that is for you.
Yeah, it's nine. It's currently on sale for 60% off for
Okay.
£9.99. Oh, I don't own Sorrento apparently, so
Ah,
I can't get the bundle.
okay.
Yeah, but if it's got co-op, I'll play it with you.
Okay. Here's a list of upcoming games. Or these are just games recently announced, actually. I didn't really do a games coming out in September type of thing this time. So we learned about The Signal, Stranded on Serenus VR, I'm Your Beast VR, Flat Out 4, Total Insanity VR, Poppy Playtime VR. Those are all under your company, right?
Yes, they are. Yeah,
And then Street
I don't own
Gods,
the company,
Tracks.
but
Well, yeah, not your company. Track Shoot to Survive, Glass Breakers, Champions of Moss, Super RC. We got this Dev Diary from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City, and then there's Total Chaos and Star Trek Infection. I have videos for all of these.
okay.
Here's
Oh,
Elliot with
there's
his
a baby.
baby,
Yeah,
and there's
and
your
Eric.
boss Eric.
Yeah.
Here's The Signal, Stranded on Serenus. So I think this is a flat game that hasn't come out yet, right?
Yeah. The plan is, I think the plan is to have the VR version released with the flat game. I think
Okay.
potentially, but it's. I don't know if you understood what they were saying, like because it's this new branch of like flat to VR which is being
Mm-hmm.
made, which is like Spark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the idea of that is that you basically, if you've got like these, we've got all these talented modders who are making these mods for free, and the idea is to empower them by getting a deal with the actual developers, letting the modders have access to the source code, so they're not just like hacking it in, like they can actually do a proper job with it, and then the game will get released as official VR support, but it won't be like a full production through flat to VR. That's costs a lot of money. It'll be something that's done by the modders themselves. So the level of VR support won't be like the level that you would expect from like a big port, but it'll still be
Mm-hmm.
obviously like it'll be like a polished mod basically. That's
Okay.
officially through that.
This game, The Signal, looks up my alley. Looks like you're exploring an alien planet or something.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. Have you played any of these? There's The
Mm,
Signal, and then there's I Am Your Beast. I Am Your Beast
uh,
VR.
not yeah. I've played a bit of the Flat Out 4 game,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I've not played any of the others yet.
Flat
So
Out 4. Yeah, before they didn't announce that it was Flat Out 4 until just recently, right?
yeah, there's still potentially another flat out like proper VR port coming, which
Oh,
is
okay.
because the idea originally was to make almost like it'll be the flat out franchise, but it will be a new game, like rather than being
Mhm.
a port.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but but this is the game that's going to be coming out first, which is a VR version of Flat Out 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
fun like off-road kind of almost a bit like Wreckfest type thing.
Mhm.
You can like smash. There's like different arena modes where you can like crash into each other, as well as just normal races where you're racing against each other and stuff. And all the cars are all different, like cars with different. You can have weapons and stuff. It's a cool game.
Okay. So
It's fun.
you've played. Wait, have you played both of these or just one of them?
Just the
Like you
Flat Out
said,
4.
just a Flat Out 4. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. I guess that makes sense since you said that's the first one coming out.
yeah. The other one's not even in production yet. So
Okay. So then Poppy Playtime VR. This was a really short teaser. I've never played Poppy Playtime. Have you?
no, it's not my sort of thing. It's obviously it's like was it Five Nights at Freddy's type of horror
Yeah.
jump scary type thing.
It's
A
a
lot of people love
probably
this
a.
game though.
Is it a kid game?
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
mostly aimed at like kids, teenagers.
Okay.
People, it's got a really big like fanfare. Like a lot of people love the game, so
Hmm.
I imagine it'll do well when it gets released in VR.
Okay. Then Street Gods. This looked to me like Asgard's Wrath with worse graphics and then some sort of street aesthetic or something.
I thought this looked really good. I actually quite liked
Okay.
this.
Okay. I don't- well, when I say worse
Did your
graphics, I mean it is worse graphics than Asgard's Wrath.
Asgard's one, but I'd say it looks better than Asgard's Wrath 2.
Oh, you think so? No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. All right.
Do you know? Oh. Different art style, I guess.
Yeah, it's a different type of art style. But I mean, what I
But
mean,
you
it seems
literally,
like you become a god, so it seems like it's kind of similar premise.
you literally using the was it Mjolnir Thor's hammer? You literally control this hammer, so you can
Yeah.
like control lightning, fly around. It looks really cool, actually. I've not heard of this game until it got announced. It looks really fun.
I guess I'm turned off by the street thing. I don't get that. That's confusing for me.
Oh, you think it feels like it's trying to be a bit hip or
I
something?
guess, yeah. And are they gonna have like hip hop music or something to try to make it cool?
Did you play that mech game that's kind of got what's it called? Underdogs. Did you ever play that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We
Do you feel,
talked about that and
are you
yeah
thinking that sort of vibe?
yeah, I guess so, yeah. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
so. I liked Underdogs, but I only played it once.
Yeah, it's a game that's fun, but yeah, you don't like put a lot of time into it. But
Yeah. Okay, Tracked Shoot to Survive. This is by Incuvo and they did Green Hell, right? And
yeah, they did Bulletstorm and they did
yeah,
Green Hell and
Bulletstorm.
they did Blade Blood and what's it called? Blair Witch and Layers of
Yeah.
Fear. They've
Green
done quite a few ports. Is this port
when
or is this an official game that they're
I don't
making?
know. When Green Hell came out on PC, I thought the performance was too bad. I haven't gone back to it. I should try that again. Now,
Well, I
I think
was hoping that we were going to
back
bring
then I had a
co-op out.
3080. What'd you say?
Yeah, I was hoping they were going to get co-op because the original game has co-op, but apparently they've basically said I think they're bringing co-op to the Quest and the PSVR 2 version, but they're not bringing it to the
Yeah.
Steam version, which kind of sucks.
Uh, I feel like the Quest one already has co-op, I think.
I think
I
they
think
have,
so.
yeah. I think they've basically abandoned the PC version.
Yeah.
Uh, and because they made like a Quest and PSVR 2 version, which was it didn't have like the full open world because obviously the Quest can't handle it, so it was more like a bit like Surviving Mars, where it was kind of like sections.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then the Steam version was basically the full game, as it was flat. But then
Credit
they've
to
just stopped
you.
supporting the Steam.
Credit to you and your company. Surviving Mars is still my favorite game of the year so far.
I mean, we didn't make that game. To be fair, we just published it. But
No. Well, no credit.
you'll
No
be
credit
you'll be
to you
glad to
then.
know.
I'll be glad to know.
Nothing to do with me. The full release is coming out soon.
Oh,
I can't say
are they
when,
gonna add
but
anything good?
I don't know. I don't know the full details, but I just know it's coming out of early access
Okay.
at some point soon.
Alright.
And it's coming to PSVR too.
Okay. In that VR gaming showcase, they kept showing this Glassbreakers Champions of Moss. This was in a beta a while, like years ago, and I never played it. But they seem to have been putting a lot of money into their marketing for this because they kept showing it.
Yeah, I really don't like this sort of style of game.
Yeah, I have no interest in a MOBA type of thing.
I hope it's successful for them because obviously they're a great studio, and it means if they get the money from this, then they can make another Moss, Moss 3 or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
when they announced this game, I was oh, is that what they're making? Because that's not what I'm like want to play at all.
I heard that kind of this might be true, might not. That like this type of game is what they wanted to do, kind of originally, and instead they went in the Moss direction. The guy, whoever was behind that, and like
Yeah, from what I stood, they did like a dev diary, and they were saying like this was the original idea that they
yeah,
wanted to do.
yeah.
Which it's funny because I think if they made this first, it'd be interesting to know if it would have been successful or not, and if they never made Moss, I don't know.
And the title, I personally think is terrible. Glassbreakers. I mean,
Mm,
why not use the
I don't know.
Moss name more? Like put that in the beginning. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not our sort of games, but I'm sure there's people that want to play this.
Yeah. Okay, here's one that recently was announced. Super RC. This is a Quest exclusive, fall 2025. This is by the Bit Planet Games, the developer of Ultra Wings and Ultra Wings 2. I liked Ultra Wings. I got Ultra Wings 2, and I couldn't really get into it. Maybe. I think it just felt the exact same to me. And I
Yeah.
just,
Oh yeah, the same problem.
yeah.
Yeah, the guy who made that game as well. I remember there was a bit of controversy with like he was very vocal about certain things. I can't remember exactly. Like he just seemed a bit bitter about the fact that the game didn't sell very well.
Oh, what? Ultra Wings 2?
Yeah,
Huh. He was on.
but
He was
this,
getting interviewed by the Upload VR guy Ian about this game, and he was like, he sounded really worried about whether this game succeeds. He's kind of like, this is like, kind of like make it or break
make or
it,
break.
and yeah,
Yeah.
Did you hear it too?
No,
Oh,
I just know because Ultra Rings was a complete failure for him. I think technically, like the sales were just. I think he was expecting Ultra Rings 1 sales, but the
yeah.
problem was like Ultra Rings 1 was like an early VR game,
Mm-hmm.
and back in those days, like anything that was half decent, you would just buy it because there wasn't anything out there.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now people are obviously more picky, and it
Yeah.
just never. The second game, like you say, it just looked too much like the first game. I played a little bit of it, and it was just basically the first game with a few extra little bits. So
Yeah. So on that Upload VR thing, that Ian Hamilton, he said about this game, he said, "I played it, and I see your intent." That's that's what he said.
really,
After,
okay,
yeah, and I was like, "Oh man,
that's his polite way of saying he didn't really enjoy it.
whoa." I mean, I would have, given him a little something there. But all right, I guess he's a journalist and he doesn't want to say anything. That isn't true. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, are you interested in this game?
I'm not really into RC cars, so not really. No.
No, me neither.
No.
I think the thing is with this as well is that you're literally controlling the thing, like you're not in the car or anything. You're just
I would hope there's a
driving
first
it.
person view that you can do. I would hope.
Yeah,
Or right behind the car. I'm sure there is. Like right behind the car. Like, what was that game?
maybe.
Revolt or something like that?
Yeah, because that could be cool. Like if you make these courses and you're driving around inside this little car and everything's like the sense of scale's quite big and
Yeah.
that could be cool.
There was some like slot car game where I played with Josh. I don't know if you were playing it too. We played it one time just screwing around where we were like building courses and then doing slot cars. It was some
No, I never
cheap.
played that.
It was some like cheap thing on Steam. Okay, next one. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City. There was this dev diary where they showed like actual gameplay, and we both agreed. Like I was watching this and thinking like, I thought this was Ninja Turtles, not Spider-Man, and it's it's really floaty looking.
Yeah, they made this like open world type thing, and it looks like they're trying to make it so you can obviously get around it quickly.
Yeah,
But so it's like got parkour or whatever you want to call it, but it's just really like you're kind of yeah. It looks really floaty, really slow. You just like it looks like you got like low gravity. You like grab yourself and throw yourself around, but then you spend a lot of you seem to spend most of your time just like floating. You're not even like moving around.
yeah.
It looks kind of disappointing,
It's like Jet Island. Um,
but slow.
so people were in the comments complaining about the floatiness, and then the developers said like, "Oh, we're still tweaking it, and we can change the gravity and all this stuff." So I hope they do.
Yeah, they definitely need to do something with that. I mean, obviously the dev diary was just on the movement, so there was like no combat. They didn't show anything else in the world for you to
Yeah.
do, which did make it feel a bit empty. But obviously, there's more to come. So
Yeah. All right. Total Chaos. This is a flat game that was just recently announced that's going to get VR support post launch. And it looks
yeah,
good.
this looks. This surprised me. It looks amazing. Like
Yeah.
it looks really dark and gritty and scary and the beginning of the trailer is really slow, and then once it gets into the action, you're like, holy shit, this thing looks insane. So apparently it's a full game based on like a mod for Doom or something.
Oh, okay.
What they're making, like they're basically making it into a proper game, but like the graphics look really good. The enemies look like insanely. Like some of this, there's some scenes where there's like these massive monsters, and yeah, it looks really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing this in VR.
Yeah, so we're looking at the trailer on YouTube, and I just kind of want to just sit here and watch it. I don't have anything to say. It's reminding me of like
Have
a
you not watched the trailer?
Freddy Krueger movie with those like corpses or whatever sticking out of stuff. What were you saying?
it's just dark. It's just very dark themed. It just looks very. It looks like Doom, but with like really actual nasty monsters that are coming out of the shadows and shit. It looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it still looks good in VR.
Hopefully.
We're still watching the video. There's some big monster coming at him.
In a library.
Yeah. Total chaos. All right. Next one is Star Trek. Oh, wait. Did that have a date on it or anything? Wait. I'm going back to that.
No. Oh, that
Total
did.
chaos.
Oh, the game.
I think it did say play now. Play the
There's a
free demo now.
You can play.
Oh. Yeah, that's just flat game.
Yeah, but it said something about Steam VR underneath on the end of that as well.
Oh, on the free demo, it said. Oh, it does say additional
Steam
mode
VR,
included with the full release. Included with the full release. So like that. When it comes out, it's gonna have VR.
Well, that makes it sound like that. But I read on Upload VR they said it was going to be VR support after launch. But that makes it sound like it's going to have VR support when it comes out. So I don't know. I'd be curious.
Got to go to the Steam discussions to find out, probably. All right. Star Trek
Yeah.
Infection. This one was weird. A Star
Yeah.
Trek horror game.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't seem very happy. Like a lot of Trekkies. Like I'm not really a Trekkie, so I don't give a shit. But
Yeah.
it does seem like yet another kind of like zombie type game, but just in
Yeah.
the Star Trek universe, which is an odd choice. Because they could have really made, like what's that game?
Bridge Crew?
No, not Bridge Crew. What's the one where you go on board in other ships and
Oh, that one I
out
played that I
of
didn't like?
out of suns or something. What's it
Oh,
called?
is it Another Sun?
Other Suns or something like that.
From Other Suns?
From Other Suns, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that sort of gameplay loop where you're in your ship, you're managing your ship in co-op, and then pirates are boarding your ship or you're boarding other ships and like trying to. That would have been a really cool little gameplay loop for a Star Trek game.
Yeah.
But this is just a horror game with Star Trek vibe.
Oh, the game I was thinking of was Journey to Foundation. Because that's kind of that's kind of like that, the Star Trek-y stuff. Yeah. Okay,
it's coming this year.
Yeah, and that's the last one.
And it's coming to Steam VR as well. It's not a Meta exclusive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wishlisted it on Steam, even though I'm not interested in it. I wishlist lots of games, even just I like to know when they come out and the price and all that.
I'll probably still play it. Like it looks like a decent, game.
Yeah.
That's got production value. That's not like a really low budget indie game. Like it looks decent. So I'll still play it. Like I'll try. If anything looks decent, I always want to try it. So
yeah. Okay.
I thought like there were more stuff announced, but I can't remember. Like because we had there was a big showcase. And then there was an Upload VR showcase, but I don't think any of us paid attention to the Upload VR showcase.
There was more announced, but I only included stuff that I thought would interest us. There was probably some stuff I missed that maybe we would have cared about. I don't know.
There's plenty of stuff coming out. We've got release dates for some stuff as well, like
October for Deadpool, I think.
Deadpool, and that was the other one by End Dreams.
Oh no, I'm thinking that's Reach is October. I don't know about Deadpool. I don't remember.
Deadpool gets release date. It's November 18th for Deadpool.
Okay, November 18th.
So Reach is October, Deadpool is November. That's already 2 big games, 2 months, so that's pretty good.
I'm sure some are coming out in September that I don't remember. I don't know.
Oh, there's
you have any flat to VR news or anything you want to leak?
No.
No. You don't want to risk your job?
I'd lose my job. Yeah, I'm under NDA. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's it.
Before you go, I don't know if you want to talk about this on the podcast or not, but have you watched Alien Earth?
Oh, yeah, I watched the first episode. With Casey.
Just the first episode?
Yeah, only the first episode. How many have there been?
Oh.
4. We intend to watch the rest. It started out.
Does she like the Alien films?
It started out pretty fucking weird. She's never seen an Alien movie or a Terminator movie.
Oh man.
Or Predator. I told her we're gonna have to watch all. We're gonna have to watch all of this. We're gonna have to watch it all.
Yeah, you show the best stuff. Yeah.
She's only, she was born in 94. She's only 30.
Yeah.
So there's a generation gap.
Yeah. The original Predator movie and have you seen the Prey movie?
Prey is great.
Prey is good. I think they're the best two.
You know what she loves? She loves superhero movies. So she loves Marvel and all that shit. So she has a bunch of Marvel movies that she wants me to watch with her.
Yeah. I'm kind of over the Marvel stuff. I liked the first generation. This new generation of stuff has not been good.
I can't keep up with it all. It's just too much.
Yeah, and the problem is that they bring out the TV series, like the TV shows,
Yeah.
And then if you don't keep up with the TV shows, which I don't because I don't really care about TV shows that much,
Yeah.
then you watch a movie and it's got loads of shit that's from the TV show, so you can't. You're completely lost. Like I
Yeah.
have no clue. I'm like,
Yeah.
who the fuck's this guy? Who's that? What that? Why is that? What the hell happened? And like, so they've gone. It's like if you don't watch every single thing that they bring out, you just end up when you watch a movie, you just get completely lost as to what the hell is happening. It's not good.
Yeah. What did we recently watched the second Doctor Strange movie, and they had Wanda from WandaVision, and I feel
Yeah, I
like all
haven't
right,
seen that.
okay, well I was like all right, well good thing I saw some of WandaVision so I understand what's going on here in this movie because if I hadn't seen WandaVision I would have no clue what's
Yeah, I haven't
happening
seen
here. Yeah, that was on Netflix or something. It wasn't good.
Yeah,
WandaVision's not good. I didn't think.
I've not really watched. Like I say, I'm really not keeping up with it. I kept up with it, and when it was just the movies, but as soon as they started bringing the TV stuff out, I was like, oh, that's too
Yeah.
much. That's too much
Yeah.
time just to like keep up to date with everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather play
yeah,
games.
but Alien Earth. What do
Oh
you
yeah,
think?
I will watch Alien Earth more though.
Yeah,
So it's good?
it's good.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
It's got some like plot hole flaws and stuff that if you wanted to get
Okay.
into it, but it's yeah, you need to watch the rest of them. Well, maybe we'll chat about it next week or next month, should I say?
Did you think like a lot of the people in the first episode, I was like, these are some weird looking people. Like very unusual looking.
What, the kids?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
androids.
Yeah. Just the people they cast. I was like, well, these are like unusual faces. And like her brother
feel like
looks like a kid and he's like a soldier.
Yeah, yeah. I think they've done a good job with the casting to make it. If it seems interesting, like they're not. They've everyone's got their own look and they're very
Yeah.
memorable characters, which is good.
Yeah. And then action started like about halfway through, and then on that ship where they're trying to figure out why it crashed and everything, and then we both got more interested once all that started happening. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the next episode, apparently episode 5, is going to like do a flashback showing what happened on the ship before it crashed, like how everything got. Because obviously the alien got out and fucking fucked everything up. So yeah, but I can't wait to watch the rest to see what you think actually, because there's some really good alien scenes. Like this alien, it really like fucks things up. It kills a lot of people, so it's cool.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, I will watch them and report back.
Yeah. I want to know your thoughts because I love the Alien franchise. So.
Yeah, me too. I've seen them all. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right.
All right then. See ya.
Hopefully, I'll talk to you before next month
Yeah.
in VR.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
I
hopefully.
mean, I've ditched bought Hellsweeper now, so we need to play that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. See you later.
Bye.